We have arrived at the top 15, and this is where I would say there's another jump in the overall quality of the fights. Anything from here on out is absolutely some of the greatest presentation, drama, just the overall atmosphere of boxing at its greatest. This is what I would describe as the group of fights that I would recommend to anybody, regardless of what weight classes you're interested in. These are just some of the best of the sport. Number 15 is Joichiro Tatsuyoshi versus Yasue Yakushiji. Excuse me if I pronounced any of that wrong. Those names are kind of hard to say, but this fight is just awesome. Joichiro had this weird celebrity going into this, and he actually is probably one of my favorite fighters of all time, knowing the whole backstory of him and just how important he was to the Japanese boxing scene and the growth that it had during the 1990s. This fight was actually one of the first fights in Japan broadcast in HD, which is very interesting considering that it took place on December 4th, 1994. This was for the WC Bantamweight Championship. Joichiro was, as always, going to be the guy pressuring forward, and Yakushiji was more of the boxer in this, and he showed his overall skill to be better. Although the fight was very competitive, it was a fight of heart, a fighter versus a boxer, seeing if Joichiro could overcome these discrepancies that he had in skill with his overall heart, passion, and toughness. And though his future probably wasn't made any better by having these sort of fights, it was definitely great to watch and great to understand the heart of the sport. This is a very back and forth fight with a close decision. Definitely a must watch. Check it out if you haven't.